Hello everyone, welcome to the weather updates for the UK for the next 10 days. Before delving into the details, please subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell to stay updated. Stable weather with clear and sunny skies is expected for much of today in England and the southern half of Scotland, as well as Wales and Northern Ireland. However, snow is anticipated in many Scottish areas, especially the northern half, the northern and the northwest Isles. Caution is advised in some areas in the northwest of Scotland, which may experience heavy snowfall. While we mentioned that the weather will be stable in England and the southern half of Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland, there might still be a chance of very light snowfall during the evening and night hours in Limavady, Greysteel, Garvar, Coleraine, Dervock, Ballymoney, Armoy, Dunloy, Cargan, Loughgyle and Waterfoot in Northern Ireland, St Asaph and Llanrwst in Wales, and Chester, Ellesmere Port, Chorley and Preston in England. On tomorrow Friday, a warm air mass from the Atlantic Ocean will advance towards the cold air mass dominating the weather in the UK. After the convergence of these masses, a phenomenon known as a warm front will form, causing moderate rainfall and snow in the northern half of Scotland, the northern and the northwest Isles. Caution is advised due to the risk of heavy snow in some areas of northern and northwest Scotland, with accumulations possibly reaching 20 to 50 centimetres in places like Killin, Tindrum, Bridge of Balgie, Dalwhinnie, Ballachulish, Fort William, Kingassy, Fort Augustus, Tomic, Achnasheen, Ullapool, Dundonell, Kinlochshiwi, Kinlochbervie, Durness, Bettyhill, Melvich, Thurso, Buckie and Portsoy. Additionally, very light snow showers are possible in Keswick, Ambleside, Chipping, Bolton, Burnley, Bury, Ramsbottom, Rawtenstall, Darwen, Blackburn, Clitheroe, Longridge, Whalley, Dunsop Bridge, Settle, Hawes and Alston in northern England. Tomorrow's maximum temperatures will not exceed 1 degree in Lerwick, 3 in Thurso and Inverness, 5 degrees in Port of Ness, 6 in Ballyvanich, 7 in Skirinish, 4 in Aberdeen, 2 degrees in Newry, 5 in Douglas, Liverpool, Sunderland and Hull, 4 in Glasgow, 3 degrees in Norwich and Birmingham, 4 in London and Bristol, 7 in St David's, and 5 degrees in Plymouth. Starting from Saturday, January 20th until Saturday, January 27th, a series of Atlantic low-pressure systems, accompanied by warm air masses, will continue to move towards the UK. Heavy rainfall is expected for most regions with a significant rise in temperatures. Numerical weather forecasts from sources like ECMWF and GFS suggest the possibility of a strong storm developing next Sunday. This storm could lead to substantial rainfall and powerful wind gusts exceeding 100 km per hour in some areas and cities. If current forecasts persist, this stormy weather is particularly expected to impact Northern Ireland, Wales, North England, South Scotland, as well as West and North Scotland, and also the Northwest Isles. We conclude this weather bulletin with the distribution of snow accumulations over the next 10 days, followed by rain accumulations during the same period, but we will only mention the towns experiencing the highest rainfall amounts. So, the snow accumulation over the next 10 days will be as follows.
Between 30 and 80 centimetres in areas such as Melvick, Bettyhill, Durness, Kinbrace, Scurry, Kinlochbervie, Lochinver, Legg, Bonar Bridge, Rosehall, Drumbeck, Stour, Paulbane, Lade, Ullapool, Dundonald, Kinlochsy, Achnashen, Tomich, Gairloch, Stromfurry, Gleenelg, Lochalort, Glenfinnan, Fort William, Speen Bridge, Kinlochellen, Dalmally, Ballachulish, Tindrum, Crianlarich, Inveranon, Bridge of Balgie, Killin, Ardianay, St Fillan's, Balquhidder, Fortingall, Kinlochrannoch, Dalwhinnie, Kingassy and Fort Augustus. Between 10 and 40 centimetres in areas such as Thurso, Aviemore, Braemar, Balleter, Dufftown, Pitlochry, Crieff, Clover, Kirkton of Glenisla, Strafton, Aberfeldy, Cowlander. Inverary, Tomoton, Drumnadroshit, Alness, Dingwall, Bowley, Buckie, Macduff, Port Soy, Keith, Mallaig, Portree, Tobermory, Stornoway, Tarbert, Ardroyle, Port of Ness, between 5 and 15 cm in Wick, Golspie, Inverness, Elgin, Fraserburgh, Turriff, Peterhead, Old Meldrum, Aberfoyle, Loch Gilphead, Stirling, Oban, Campbelltown, Cummack, Ayr, Bunessan, Scalasag, Bowmore, Ballavanick, Loch Boysdale, Battersea, Castle Bay, Kirkwall, Stonerbreck, Baltersound, Coleraine, Ballycastle, Bushmills and Port Stewart, less than 5 cm in areas such as Alston, Stanhope, Kirkby Stephen, Hawes, Sedbergh, Settle, Keswick, Seascale, Lancaster, Chipping, Preston, Burnley, Chorley, St Asaph, Oswestry, Bangor, Colwyn Bay, St David's, Cardigan, Fishguard, Limavady, Dungiven, Garver, Dervock, Armoy, Lochgyle, Dunlowy, Glariford, Cargan, Waterford, Ballymoney, Cushendun, Carnlaw, Park, Plumbridge, Donnamana, Moffat, Carsfion, Girvan, Glasgow, Lanark, Greenock, Stranraer, Lochraza, Perth, Dundee, Forfar, Stonehaven, Aberdeen, Lerwick, and Skirenish. As for rainfall accumulations, they will be as follows: between 90 and 140 mm in areas such as Keswick, Ambleside, Shap, Kendal, Sedbergh, Kirkby Stephen, Hawes, Milnthorpe, Settle, Horton in Ribblesdale, High Bentham, Kirkby Lonsdale, Middleton, Saleside, Levens, Sadgill, Windermere, Coniston, Brough, Baldersdale, Appleby in Westmoreland, Barla, Lanrust, Porthmadog, Barmouth, Mashenleth, Pontred Fendigade, Landovery, Landalo, Armagh Ford, Merthyr Tydfil, Tonipandi, Greenock, Aberfoyle, Crieff, Killin, Inverary, Oban, Fort William, Bridge of Balgie, Cowlander, Tindrum, Tarbet, Ballachulish, Port Appin, Craob Haven, Tobermory, Mallaig, Lochalort, Dalwhinnie, Fort Augustus, Tomich, Stromfurry, Gleenelg, Broadford, Satran, Kinloch, Port Moore, Aknashan, Shieldaig, Gairloch, Lade, Ullapool, Paulbane, Lochinver, Scurry, Kinlochbervie and Durness, between 30 and 90 mm in areas such as Plymouth, Okehampton, Bude, Barnstable, Cardiff, Swansea, Brecon, Carmarthen, Lampeter, Cardigan, St David's, Pembroke, Aberystwyth, Newtown, Oswestry, St Asaph, Bangor, Holyhead, Chester, Liverpool, Ellesmere Port, Wrexham, Formby, Southport, Preston, Chorley, Wigan, Bolton, Warrington, Northwich, Congleton, Nantwich, Stoke-on-Trent, Manchester, Macclesfield, Poynton, Tideswell, Glossop, Sheffield, Barnsley, Wakefield, Huddersfield, Bradford, Leeds, Rochdale, Bacup, Burnley, Chipping, Lancaster, Blackpool, Fleetwood, Ulverston, Seascale, Workington, Skipton, Lofthouse, Harrogate, Ripon, Leyburn, Richmond, Barnard Castle, Northallerton, Thirsk, Darlington, Middlesbrough, Durham, Bishop Auckland, Consett, Prudder, Hexham, Stanhope, Bellingham, Horsley, Kielder, Holt Whistle, Penrith, Carlisle, Wigton, Silloth, Langholm, Galashiels, Horwick, Dumfries, Moffat, Lanark, Cummack, Carsfion, Newton Stewart, Girvan, Ayr, Stranraer, Glasgow, Stirling, Crieff, Perth, Pitlochry, Aberfeldy, Glenrothes, Dundee, Forfar, Braemar, Aviemore, Fraserburgh, Macduff, Port Soy, Turriff, Buckie, Dufftown, Elgin, Inverness, Alness, Golspie, Rosehall, Kinbrace, Wick, Thurso, Melvick, Betty Hill, Greenock, Lochraza, Loch Gilphead, Campbelltown, Bowmore, Scalasag, Bunessan, Skirenish, Portree, Ballavanick, Castle Bay, Battersea, Stornoway, Tarbert, Ardroyle, Port of Ness, Kirkwall, and most areas in Northern Ireland.